Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. We're here in Caringbah with BETH CLARE from BETH CLARE Fitness, the Glute Academy, the most hooked up person here in Sydney. You know everyone apparently.
Apparently.
You are the plug to all of the big name sports stars.
I don't know about that, but we can see what we can do.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
We'll
Some
see
secret
what
chats
happens tomorrow
before
morning.
the recording.
Yeah.
Secret guest tomorrow morning.
Maybe. We'll see.
Last minute ringing.
We'll see what we can do.
We'll see what we can do. But yeah, thank you for coming down here. Or thank you for letting us come down here.
Thank you for coming down here.
We've been talking shit for about 30 minutes as we set this one up. This is probably the biggest takeover we've had, I think.
Yeah.
We've moved a couch. We've brought half the equipment from downstairs, upstairs, from the gym. It's been
Did
crazy.
a cardio workout.
I love it. I didn't go to we did Queensland. I didn't get to go, and this is my first interstate one. And we just walk into places. We walked into Athletes Authority yesterday and just took over the whole gym. Yeah. Podcast studio. Mad.
Well,
now we're taking over your office.
I'm quite impressed with this setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as we were talking offline, content. It's content, baby. That's the future. So we need to maximize the snippets and the post-production quality.
Clout.
I love it.
And the only way you can do that is a good light setup, good cameras, good audio, and you have to move forward from there.
I need to learn a little bit from you guys, I think.
Nah, you're smoking it. Don't worry, you're fine.
I think you downplay yourself quite a lot. You're killing it. You are killing it.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not like I.
killing it.
You just told us you've got this crazy facility here, and you do like 7 hours a week here because the online's doing so well.
So well, and then you got your membership thing going on.
You're crushing it. Take the compliment.
Do a bit of this and that. Yeah.
Doing all right.
I'm doing okay.
Thank
you.
For our listeners, because we do come from a heavy strength focus, so this is a bit more in like the fitness space. Obviously, we want to talk a little bit about your physique comps and stuff a little bit as well. But do you want to just give everyone a little rundown of sort of how you got to where you currently are and what that looks like in the industry?
So I've been in the fitness industry now for over 10 years.
Nice.
So it's been quite some time. I started out in the trenches on the gym floor. So I worked at a gym in Campbelltown called Aquafit. I was there for almost 4 years, I think just under 4 years, doing just in-person coaching. Yep. And then I was like getting a bit funky about it, getting up early, with people all day, it's quite draining. And I was like, okay, well, what do I want to do next? So then I actually wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to go to uni and do like rehab or physio. And then randomly I looked up a job for flight attending and I was like, okay, cool. Like
career change.
I was like, you know what, I'll apply, like long shot of me getting it, see what happens if I get it. And I ended up getting the job. I think it was like 300 people that go to the interview. And I think there was a class of maybe 12 of us that got it. Anyway, so I ended up doing flight attending for 2.5 years, but 6 months into that, I started my online coaching business, which was always kind of the plan to kind of take a detour to do flight attending was going to kind of let me kind of work out where I wanted to go in the fitness industry. So then I started the online coaching business on the side, which was really cool because I had like the income from doing flight attending whilst I was building up my online client base. And then I ended up building up my client base enough to be able to go full-time with it, quit Qantas, who I was flying for. And then I also started my women's strength classes. So yeah, I've kind of just gone with what's felt good with for me and just seen what's happened. So then I started doing my small group strength classes for women, which is obviously strength focused, but a little bit of emphasis on glutes. And then, from there I've started my online academy and then opened up this gym, which was kind of random planning. Like I didn't really have a long-term plan to open up a gym. Like obviously it was something that I wanted to do, but I had an idea one day, and when I have an idea, I just kind of like go for it. So I signed the lease 8 weeks later and then set up the gym in the lockdown.
Pulled the trigger, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think to myself, why am I like this? Why do I have to be so like, I don't know, spontaneous or like just, I don't know. Because then, I didn't really think everything through, but I always think if you've got a good work ethic and you trust yourself and your vision, it'll work out. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And I think also if you've got other forms of income and revenue streams, it really opens up what 100%. You can, and having lateralizations to your revenue is massive.
I think that like even just touching on that point, Jamie, like I feel like you have to, especially in today's society, you have to have multiple streams of income. And I feel like even from opening up this gym, there was obviously, you know, a little bit of pressure because it's, you know, it's quite a big investment. The rent's quite expensive. I didn't have any clients in this area. I just was like, let's hope for the best.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Roll the dice.
Yeah. Like I just was like, it's going to be sweet. It'll work out. But because obviously I've had the online side and then my other studio that I sub-rent, you know, there's a little bit less pressure, which actually allowed me time to set things up without having to like rush or do anything that, you know, one of maybe would have like regretted or wanted to like take back on because I wasn't like,
Yeah. So because when you opened it up, it was lockdown, wasn't it? I remember just seeing
signed the lease in the second week of lockdown.
Yeah, I just remember seeing all your stories, and it was like you were Zooming your dad or FaceTiming your dad.
Yes.
And he was helping you set things up because it was outside his radius or whatever. He couldn't come here.
Yes, yeah. So mum and dad lived down the South Coast, and I didn't have a bubble buddy or anyone. I literally was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just do it.
Set the gym up.
And if I look back at those moments when I was here till late at night setting up this gym, no idea how to set up any equipment. I've never set up furniture in my life and just worked it all out. It was honestly the most empowering feeling of my life. And
it's fun.
It was so fun. But I think as well and you guys know because you guys are like, you've set up 2 gyms before. It was really good to actually do it without having to rush so much because we were in lockdown and there wasn't like any external like social events and stuff like that. I could really just focus on what I wanted to do. And also didn't have anyone else's opinion on how to like set up the gym. I could just really make it how I wanted it.
Yeah. You killed it. It's great. It's a great space.
Thanks.
And on that, I know you kind of by the end of lockdowns were sort of not enjoying but just like the calmness of them.
So there's 2 sides of it. Like obviously I did find by the end of it, I was like, wow, I just want to like go out for dinner with some friends or
and not cook at home.
Yeah, just do something like stimulating. But I also did find that getting into this routine, I just enjoy. Like I'd wake up, check in my online clients, take the dog to the park. Then like Deuce would come home. We might take the dog to the beach, sit on the couch, watch Netflix. I am quite introverted, so I enjoyed that kind of.
I loved the lockdown.
Yeah, I did enjoy that aspect, but I did also miss seeing friends and you know being able to go for dinner and cooking at home. Got over that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I enjoyed it myself. I was going to ask. So you moved to Corimba? Is that how you say it? Correct.
Yeah. So I actually live in Woolooware, which is 10-minute walk that way.
That way, yeah. You said that before, and then the other way is Brighton.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
God, good memory.
Charlie said he knows Brighton because he turned a corner once and there was 20 lebos smoking shisha on the beach on the way in.
Sums up Brighton.
Yeah. So I stayed in Brighton once because my girlfriend was living with her cousin in Brighton when she was still in Sydney. So I stayed in Brighton. So I got a little bit of Brighton. Yep. I know it's like the ethnic area, so I fit in well there. So you moved to Corimba. You had no clients in this area. How did you go in that first couple weeks, month or so, getting some clients through the door into the Glute Academy?
I am very grateful. I actually was sold out before we actually started. So I only opened up 3 classes.
Clout.
What's that?
You had clout
in
the area, even without being in the area. Everyone knew.
I was like,
Beth's coming.
I was in my boss bitch mode. I was like, I'm doing this. Like, it's going to happen. Whatever. I'll do what I have to do. But yeah, I think before I signed the lease and before I obviously was like, yes, like, can I make this happen? Like, I just felt like I needed to have my own space. You guys know, obviously doing content and everything.
100%.
I was like, I feel like I'm wasting so much time in my week and I need to be, time is money and I want to be growing and I'm not going to be doing that if I'm driving to different gyms, setting up, like filming in gyms and it's just annoying. And I just put up a story one day. I was like, is anyone in the Shire and who wants to train with me? And I got like a good result from it and I thought I can do this. And then I was like, took it like that. I was like, okay, well there's enough people here that are in the Shire that want to train with me. I'll just do it.
That's the spot.
And then I think as well, like it was really special to me because the girls that started when we first started, it's like that. It's really special because they saw what I went through the lockdown. So when they first came, like honestly, like I'm getting emotional talking about this, but you guys know when you have a vision, like how fulfilling it is to achieve it.
Absolutely.
I was like, well, it is because of you girls right here that this is coming to life. So like I really was super grateful for them. But also they felt a part of my new community because they watched, the build, and then they were here from the get-go, and I was still kind of figuring things out. There was still a few things I had to do when we first opened. So, yeah, and then since we've opened up some more classes, so. Yeah.
I really like the way in which you've approached the career development of health and fitness, because a lot of people, I feel like they don't go into it with the right attitude. Like where you're sitting as a personal trainer and you're like, I was there for 3 or 4 years and I was sort of like, oh, is this kind of it? And then you like lateralize to like flight attendant and whatever. So many people just take that as the out, but like you've got like, no, I want to build this online.
Yeah.
And then the online's growing, content's growing, you're building your brand, and then like it's a progressive, you've thought it through.
To be honest, I'll correct you. I don't think I've really thought it through.
Yeah, but
I have in a way. It's worked out that way.
Yeah. Maybe not like you've planned it,
yes,
but there's been pivotal decisions, and we spoke about this with Lockie Wilmot. There's times where you just got to fucking back yourself.
Yeah.
And you got to say,
that's me to the T. I'm like my own biggest hype girl.
Like for somebody to throw an Instagram post up and to be like, hey, in this the Shire. Oh, I know the Shire is that fucking show there used to be. Is that accurate of what the Shire is?
So I am apparently not a Shire girl because I wasn't born here. And
you're an immigrant. You came in.
Yeah. But apparently I've soon kind of learnt what the Shire girl is.
You've adopted it.
No, I haven't adopted it, but I've figured out what it is.
It's so
from being in the community.
Cronulla's in the Shire. Where does it?
Cronulla's just 3 minutes down there.
Yeah, so that's part of the Shire, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where does the Shire start and finish? How big is it?
Honestly, I don't know.
It's not a place, mate. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset.
Similar to like Bayside.
It's a mindset. Yeah, it probably is.
So we got in Melbourne, we got Bayside. Yeah. And you live Bayside. It's like there's that stereotype of like they ride their bikes and they all drive Audis and BMWs.
Okay.
And shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the Shire other than that show.
But it doesn't really extend. Bayside doesn't really have a... There's those... Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
people put Moorabbin in Bayside sometimes.
Bentley.
But no, I wanted to say, but just finish that point. For you to make an Instagram post or a story and be like, who's in this area? And then... who knows? Let's just say 100 people say, yeah, I'm fucking in the area. And then you're just like, fuck it, gym, go. Pull the trigger 8 weeks. Like, that's crazy.
I know. I didn't tell my parents I was signing the lease.
Yeah, fuck that.
Mum and Dad were like, we don't think you should. Like, just wait and see what the lockdown does. And I just thought to myself, I'm someone who, if I have an idea, it won't leave my mind until I do it. So I was like, I've got to just do it.
I love it. I've got the exact same attitude.
We interrupt this program for a word from our sponsors, the fantastic Get Going. We know a lot of personal trainers follow this podcast and subscribe and listen. Thank you very much for doing so. However, we also know that the career of a personal trainer can sometimes be short-lived, and a lot of careers go to die on the gym floor, struggling to find clients and find leads, dealing with marketing and sales, all these skill sets that you didn't subscribe to when you started your career in the gym as a personal trainer. And this is where Get Going come in. At Get Going, they are dedicated with helping the development of personal trainers' careers. They are looking for personal trainers to join their ranks and receive full support and guidance from a dedicated team of mentors, as well as a full sales and marketing team to guarantee leads on your doorstep. If you're interested in working for Get Going and actually starting a career in health and fitness, you can find it through the first link in the description box down below, or you can head to www.getgoingpt.com.au/careers.
When you just said then that I put up a post who wants to come train with me, I was like, in my head, I was like, imagine if I did that. I reckon I'd get 0 people right now.
I don't think so. You guys have got a really good reputation.
I think I was like, I'm just going to put up on my story one day. I'm going to have an open training session, 1 hour.
Williamstown.
No, in Moorabbin. At the gym.
Oh, like that. Oh, like
whoever wants to come, 1 hour, you got me. It's free.
Well, let's try it. Do you want to try it?
How many people would we get?
Do you want to try it?
I'll try it.
I want to do a free deadlift seminar and get like 2 or 3 like local... I've thought in my head like
1 hour.
Chris Yip, Stupas, and then get like a crazy female deadlifter and do like a free deadlift seminar and have it as like there's 200 tickets and just
one here.
And just like fill the thing up.
We're probably short on time here now. We could next time.
Plan it. We need
We're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
night.
We have some planning to do.
I think you can manage an entire trip for us in Sydney.
You've given us some ideas.
I'll give you 5 days and you fill it up with activities for us.
I reckon we do it.
Yeah.
Free seminar, 1 hour, just a 1 hour
here.
open session.
It's a perfect studio for it.
Yeah, done.
All right. Well, next time we come
Sorry,
up.
guys, we're having a business
meeting.
meeting.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's fine. I reckon people would like listening to this. We're brainstorming ideas. But I was going to say, listening to you, a lot of similarities with this guy. because when we started Strength Culture, I remember I was playing footy, like Aussie rules footy. He calls me at the end of the game. He goes, "Oh my god, this guy, they're selling Iron Age is going out of business. 40% off equipment. Just bought like 30 grand of equipment,
20 grand, yeah,
or whatever that was." And
Without
just
the gym yet?
no, without the gym.
So I was in America. This is the start of Strength Culture. I had similar. I'd done 4 or 5 years of PT. I'm pretty successful at it as at like 22, like 4 years.
Money.
Yeah.
18, 19, all the way to like 22, 23. But I felt like it wasn't something I could do long term.
Yep.
I was like the early mornings, the late starts, the churn of it. Like I was just like, I don't know if this is something I want to be doing when I'm 30 even.
Yeah. It's not sustainable.
Yeah. The
I
split
don't
shift.
think I could have kept doing what we were doing at the start of Strength Culture forever with the 25 hours a week on the floor with clients.
With full client.
It wasn't fulfilling.
Yeah.
It was draining me. I love my job now online. I love coaching my clients online.
Got energy to actually invest in growth.
And
Still
other
got the
things.
gym, so people that can come down, I can still see them here and there face to face, but just, it's so much more sustainable. And now I could actually see myself doing this for 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Before there was
And
no
evolving as you go.
Yeah. There was no way
So I left that and I went overseas and did an internship in America, and I saw this gym that I was
Where
interning.
did you do that?
Cressy Sports Performance, Eric Cressy.
I
Yeah.
don't know that, but it sounds really cool.
S&C baseball development facility.
Oh,
It's
cool.
crazy. One of the best like pure athletic development gyms.
Goat.
And GOAT S&C coach, definitely. I'd stand by that. But I saw this gym and I was like, this is what I need. There's nothing like this in Australia, or how I sort of viewed it. There was just nothing. And I was like, fuck this. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
So I called Charlie and I'm like, start looking for factories. Like, just start looking. And we had this like little in with this guy, but they had a squatter in there and he was like a drug dealer or something. And we're like, and Charlie drove past and he came out. He had this tattoo like wrapped around his head.
I don't know if he was a drug dealer. He was just a squatter, like a homeless guy, ratty guy, mullet, sleeve tattoos.
Big fucking Rottweiler. And then I was like, nah, well, all right. When I get home, I'll find the warehouse. And within a month of getting home, we started.
How good.
I just went fucking hard. We opened without a
feel
permit.
like you have to.
Yeah, we like bootlegged the whole first thing.
Yep.
But part of it was like Iron Edge were going under and I just bought $20,000 worth of equipment. I'm like, let's just do it. Who cares? Go. And then we're still here. So
good. But I feel like you've got to just, I don't know. I feel like I saw this, what is that saying? The biggest risk is not taking the risk. Something like that.
100%. Fear kills more dreams than failure does. Yeah.
Like you're never going to know. And if you, I feel like you just always will make it work if you've got that mentality.
It's hard to have that mentality as well, because I'm coming from someone that probably doesn't have that mentality. I'm not a very big risk taker in that sense. So I probably wouldn't be, if he didn't pull the trigger like that, I probably wouldn't do that. I would not, what you two have done, I would not do myself. There's no way. I'm a very
bit more calculated.
Play it safe. I'll think, even buying clothes, I'll literally be like,
even he's blown out one of his TNs here, and he's like sad about it. He's like, now I have to buy a new pair. I don't know what pair to buy. Do I buy this? Do I buy this? Like, fucking, what do I do?
Whereas this guy will just go buy.
I'm just going to buy 3 pairs of shoes. Fuck it.
I'll buy the shoes.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
But yeah, I'm not as calculated or in that risk taking. I'm a bit more calculated.
Yeah. Our whole team really vibes together. But I really appreciate the way you've gone about it. I think it's fucking amazing. You've crushed
it. Appreciate it.
Let's pivot off the business for a little bit and let's go to like the training side, because also you're an Australian champion. Is that what
I would like to think so? No, but I'm not.
Oh, you're
New
a
South
pro.
Wales.
Did you win a pro card or something? No. State champion.
State champion.
Yeah. All right, cool. Of
bikini
in 20
IFBB 2019,
so just before the lockdowns and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously following your journey a little bit, it seems like you fell out of that pretty aggressively.
I feel like I am someone who's very all in when I'm doing something, like obviously even just chatting business, but I was all in on my last prep, and then I feel like after that I'm just like, fuck this. Like,
what am I doing?
I have tried to lose my identity to competing since pretty much that last comp. I feel like a lot of competitors try to maintain that part or that experience or that prep or that comp for so long, whereas I feel like I've done the opposite. I've tried to just go, cool, that was then, like, who cares, moving on. Like, my clientele who I want to attract are everyday people who want to just feel good, feel uplifted, get strong, and have a sustainable lifestyle. So I don't find it very helpful to be posting like content or like speaking about, my time competing.
Yeah.
So I've just really,
You just
Pulled
completely
away.
closed that
Yeah.
chapter
Just was
and
like,
moved
see ya,
on. Yeah, see you later. How many comps did you do?
I did 8.
8. Holy shit.
Yeah. So I started when I was like, I think it was like 20.
Yeah.
So I did heaps of different federations. So I did like the A and B, like the like beginner ones when I first started. I did WBFF. I was always a bit too skinny for that. But I always placed in the comps, but then I feel like I was a bit satisfied I won the last one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Finish on the top.
And that's it. So no more competing.
Oh my God.
It's gone.
You could not pay me any money to do it.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of issues like with my hormones and everything, again, that a lot of people don't speak up about, which I speak up about very openly. And I just don't think it's healthy to do. And I don't want to, put my body through that. I had a really bad injury out of that, which I'm still dealing with. And I just think that, I'm
done.
done. Shop is closed.
The participation. Dean McKillop said it's not a participation sport. A lot of people think that you could just get in and just look, comp, some fun, but it's not like because there's a lot of as you said, your hormones and eating disorders and
even
body dysmorphia.
100%. Like, and I talk openly about it. Like, there's so many girls out there will say no, like I did it really healthily and whatnot. Like, I for sure did it healthily in terms of like flexible dieting, but I'm teaching myself like eating disorder habits. That is what it is.
Yeah.
You are doing a controlled eating disorder like habits. It's black and white. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're under eating. I saw you at the Arnold, Jamie, and I was like a skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
I was literally like 49 kilos.
Yeah. I do remember that actually. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
I lost 12 and a half kilos and I'm only like.
Yeah, you lost like 20% of your body.
Yeah.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Gone for yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I don't regret my time competing. Like, I feel like at the moment I'm really kind of anti-competing, so people think I'm really against it, which I am. But I learned, like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't learn a lot from it, and like obviously learn a lot about like dieting and flexible dieting and whatnot. But it also kind of made me feel a lot stronger about my approach to coaching now. So, and why I want to really help women realize that they don't have to do like crazy things to get
a bit
awesome
more
results.
lifestyle focused, I'd imagine.
I'm so lifestyle focused.
Yeah.
Like,
Balance.
training is a like hobby. Like everyone needs to realize.
How did you initially get into that stream of training? Like, did you start strength training as I want to do comps, or was it a coach that came along, or like you're in a community? How'd you end up following that route?
Girl, this is a throwback, but yeah, I just started in the gym when I was 17, just lifting weights. I trained with one of my friends, and there wasn't really that many girls doing like strength training back then. So, I was building muscle and whatnot, and I mean, I always was really sporty, so I always had a pretty like fit physique. So there was just like heaps of people that that's when it kind of became popular. So I feel like a lot of people were like, you should do a comp. And then I just kind of let that get in my head. And then I was like, yeah, I want to do a comp. And then that's what I did. So the first comp I did real typical bro diet.
Chicken and broccoli
and just, and it was super bad.
How did that go for you?
It was horrible. I had really bad relationship with food. I was binge eating. I gained a lot of weight after my first comp, had really bad habits. Then I was like, cool, I've gained all this weight back. What's a great idea to do? Let's do another comp to lose it.
Yeah, just when you start feeling better.
Let's do another comp just to strip this body fat again and get back to that physique that made me feel good. And then actually out of that, so the first year I did 4 comps.
I was going to say 8 comps is a decent amount. Like, what was the time frame?
5 years.
Still, all right.
Yeah, so I did
4 in the first year.
4 in the first, 2 in each. Like, keep in mind there was a few seasons I did 2 comps in one season. And that's when I met Joey Zinghini. And he actually was like, you know, Beth, you can eat chocolate. And that he was like the flexible dieting guy.
He was one of the first ones in Australia for online coaching and flexible dieting.
He's the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was really one of the first ones that really pushed that. And he was your nutrition coach.
Yeah, he helped me out. I've definitely lost hearing in this left.
All right.
Yeah, it's gone. I've just tested it. But anyway, yeah, Joey Zinghini was, he helped me out because I was, that's better. Move it around. Powerlifting. Obviously met him through the powerlifting scene, and I wanted to get a little bit more nutrition help because I was trying to put on weight, and my idea of putting on weight was just eat Ben and Jerry's at night.
It is a good option.
Which is very energy dense. And I'm like, oh, it's easy. I'll just eat my normal food and then I'll have like 800 calories of Ben & Jerry's at the end of the night. And it worked. I got bigger. But I knew that was a limited, that was only going to work strategy for so long before I probably need to attack this in a different way. And I was actually speaking to Nick Cheadle at the Sydney Fitness Expo, and he was potentially going to do it. And
he was another one that really pushed it as well. He was another one that pushed it hard.
Didn't eventuate with Nick just because I didn't really follow it up. But then Joey was like, I'll do it. And he did it for free as well. He just helped me out free.
That's how you start, guys. You got to be doing free shit.
So he helped me out for free. So I've given him a shout out once before on this podcast, but I know he listens to it. I know he listens to it.
He's a weapon.
But Joey helped me out a lot, so I've got a lot to thank for him. But
and also, I think I met you guys through Joey.
Yeah, 100%. We went out for dinner at after.
Yeah,
it was after the UEBC.
In 2018.
Yeah.
So Joey, helped me out heaps and taught me about all that shit.
Yeah, he helped me learn that I didn't have to. And then what happened is after that last comp, Joey coached me and reversed me out doing flexible dieting.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck? I'm not gaining weight. Like, I was still super lean.
More,
and I was honestly, my protein from the coach, the bodybuilding coach, had me on, I probably would have been about 52 kilos then. And I think my protein was like 200 grams. Like, ridiculous. So Joey's like, fucking what an idiot. He just switched my carbs and protein, gave me 80 grams extra carbs, same calories.
Yeah.
More food. I was like,
it's actually crazy.
Oh my God,
once you learn it, it's just like, and obviously it's so common now. Like it really is. There are still people.
I'm annoyed how common it is because it's like, I wish we could tell everyone. Yeah. Because
But it's when you educate like a new client or someone new to the gym comes in, I'm sure you get it as well. Like someone that has no experience.
Still, so many people don't know.
And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I can actually just fit this in. Yeah. It actually, it's a cool.
I definitely had.
Shouts out Joey for bringing it here.
Joey Zinghini.
Bringing it here.
I definitely had some poor relationships with how I viewed food early on.
Yeah.
Like I would look, and I think it's just from coming up, like what your parents say to you, what society says to you, the ads you see on TV, that, you know, sugar's bad for you. So I would be like scared to drink soft drink. And what other things like, obviously like chocolate and stuff, it's bad. But now I've realized, hang on, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, eat the,
you know what? It's
eat
so
the
true
fuck
though.
out of that shit.
The way that you
enjoy it.
Honestly, I eat so much food, and I haven't tracked, and I'm very open about it. I have not tracked calories since that comp.
Yeah.
And a lot of trainers, especially in my style of coaching, they're always going, yeah, guys, my macros this week are this.
Here's my day of eating.
Here's my stats and stuff. And I'm like, no one
cares.
No one gives a shit.
No one cares. And they're probably not even tracking. So I tell people, I don't track.
Yeah.
But yes, you should, because you don't have any education about nutrition. So when you learn that education, you'll be able to adopt good habits and behaviors. I still literally eat the same and still the same habits when I was tracking, but because they became part of my lifestyle, I no longer need to track. But it doesn't mean my habits and behaviors haven't changed.
It's developing that nutritional literacy that you start to learn how to read food labels and pick. Because when you get people tracking,
I don't even read labels, I just know now.
You know now, but you've done it. But a beginner, when they start to learn.
Oh, you have to apply yourself. You've got to put the time into, because you don't learn nutrition in school.
No.
So you're not going to learn unless you apply yourself.
But even learning to just substitute, hey, maybe this lower fat margarine is probably better than that.
100%.
Because, hey, read this, it's got 8 grams of fat per serve compared to 3 grams of fat per serve or something.
Exactly. I have this, sorry, you go.
No, that was what I was going to say. Just teaching people that there are alternative options to.
Just make a few switches. Like I have this ice cream trick, because everyone knows I love ice cream. If I feel like I'm probably eating a bit too many calories at the moment, I just switch the ice cream choice and I save 200 calories, same amount of ice cream.
Peter's light and creamy?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not my go-to because I like more calories, but if I'm feeling like I'm probably overdoing it,
it's an absolute.
Then I just make a switch.
So I'm doing the opposite because we're up here and I'm a heavier bloke. Maintaining weight can be difficult. I'm buying the big 2-liter Big M's and just drinking those.
What do you have for a snack yesterday?
Wait, what are you having?
The 2 liters.
He wants fat because we're traveling and it's just
it's my mass gainer.
We're not cooking and stuff. We're just
so it's hard to get food in. So we'll go eat later, but to get some easy calories in, some protein, some carbs, but it's super easy. 2 liters of Big M.
And then he has a battle inside his intestines after.
I actually think I'm fine.
I used to eat so much ice cream when I first learned about flexible dieting. I'd have like 500 grams a night.
Mad.
But what did you have yesterday, Charles? As your little snack before you had a little nap? Before dinner.
So I love sardines. Love
Ew.
sardines. Yeah, no, that's
It gets better. It gets
My
better.
dad eats them.
my dad eats them too. I think that's where I adopted it from. So my
Dad
girlfriend
thing.
hates them. My dog loves them, so we share them together. Me and the dog.
It's dog food, isn't it? It's cat food.
It's cat food.
It's cat food. But so sardines and then the Mercy Valley cheese. So I just was like, I need some energy dense
Together.
But then he had a nap.
On
Then I had
a
a
sandwich?
No. I had the sardines separate, then cheese and crackers. Just
This is
Who is this guy, Jamie?
Wait, hang on. Nah, he's a weapon. He's the number one.
just
He's
wanna-
on his own frequency
Is
though.
that a lot of protein in sardines?
so that the Solmare,
fish.
the brand that I buy, there was about 19 grams of protein in there.
That's
but
all right.
then the cheese as well. So I just wanted something. I'm like, I want a snack. I want something energy dense, and I want
Jesus,
something with about
sardines.
30-40 grams of protein.
It's fucked.
Because that's
fucked.
we're away. We're not on
But
holiday.
hang on, you're gonna.
I just have an up and go.
I
I
have
saw
to
you
get this
drinking that
story
before.
out. I'm sorry, I need to interject here. I
Get it
have to
out.
get this story out.
Please.
So Charlie had this sardine and cheese nap, and he's woken up in a new universe because in the 45-minute nap, he's gained 65 followers on Instagram out of nowhere, and we're like, oh, what's going on? And
I've gained 280 in the last day.
That's so
but
good.
guess where they're from? They're
Yeah.
because one of our TikToks went viral, and it's a funny video where.
Oh my God, I saw it. The spotting one.
Yeah, but it
Yes.
got shared on Twitter by a gay Brazilian man.
So I've got all these
And it
gay
went-
Brazilian.
It
Oh my God,
went
so I've got a story about this.
super viral on gay Brazilian Twitter,
Yeah.
and he's got DMs coming in. People are like,
Oh my
send me
I
photos.
God.
got emailed.
Someone
He
emailed him,
saying,
and this all happened in the nap, the
like,
cheese and
you are
sardine nap.
such an attractive man, and they've gone on my Instagram and they're like this. Oh, so there was a photo. We took a topless photo in the gym one day. Us and the boys. It was hot. It was like 40 degrees humid. So we had our tops off. Took a photo, and they've screenshotted that put it in the Twitter feed, and he sent me that. Now I've got like 20 DMs.
Oh, let's read them after.
Yeah, we
You
can
should
read them
some
after.
out.
Can you read some out?
Do you know what? My friend Sean, he's got a really big butt. He was in the gym here last week. It's so sorry, Sean, but you do. He has a lot of gay followers too, and we did some collab posts. And please do yourself a favor and read the comments
All the
in
comments.
collab.
The comments
Yeah.
on this one are like tongue face wet, like and
the eggplant. They're like, oh, can he train me like that? Can he spot me like that?
Okay,
Oh,
read some out.
lock out with your cock out. Or something. I'm like, what the fuck? So this is the email I got from E West. Hi, Charlie. I just had to reach out to you. I'm not on Instagram, but it was posted on Twitter from TikTok about this spotting workout video. It definitely got my attention. You're one impressive looking man. Okay, thank you for your kind words. I didn't know it was on Twitter. Can you please send me the link? Thank you, because Donnie wanted the link to suss it. So he sends me the link and
We'll do
goes,
some good content with that.
oh, absolutely.
he sends me the link and he goes, hi, welcome. I watched it multiple times. Eric in LA. And then he goes, I also just noticed this pic in the comments section of that link that you were posted. You are such a spectacular looking man. Fire flames. So that was one. That was the email. And then I haven't actually gone through the messages
You
yet.
should just go, thank you so much. Here's my coaching link.
Yeah, I know. That's what we like. James like DM for coaching. So maybe I can get a few Brazilian clients here. So yeah, I've got all these ones here. Oh, hidden requests.
Oh,
Oh,
go
wow.
go to the hidden
Hola.
requests.
Someone has to send you a dick pic, man. You got to get a dick pic soon, surely.
So I've actually got a friend I knew he'd love this because he's gay, and he goes, "Oh my god, I love that you've become the idol of homoeroticism."
Homoeroticism in the gym.
So yeah,
But that's what Sardine
what's happened.
Dreams can twist the universe,
So
and
it
then
comes
all
back
of a
to
But
sudden.
then
Yeah,
I've never experienced anything like that on Instagram. So I was at 20. I just ticked over 2,500 followers the other day. I'm at 2,860. So within the last day.
good.
So I've never experienced a growth spurt like that. I always get a few here, a few there. Someone might share something. I get like 10 followers.
You got to get that content going.
So yeah, nearly 300 followers in a day. I was pretty
I
impressed
think we
with
lean
that.
into it a little bit.
And but yeah, so I was sending it to my girlfriend. I'm like, look at this. She was loving it as
She'd
well.
be loving that.
Yeah, Jamie's girlfriend was loving it too. So
Very
I love
funny.
Laura, by the way.
Laura's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Shout out to Laura.
Shouts out to Laura. Her AirPod got chewed up by Chili this morning,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no.
Yeah. Sorry, Laura.
dogs.
She's a legend.
The little dog.
She's
She
been
is
on my
number one.
podcast.
Yeah, she has. Yeah.
Quite a few times.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
It's
has
like,
she?
Jamie, your girlfriend's really cool. I'm going to get her on my podcast.
She's amazing. No, she really is.
Oh,
She
wait,
crushes
sorry, your
it too.
fiance.
Fiance, correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
sorry.
it's still
Use the
even
correct
nearly
terminology.
6 months now, but I'm still missing that as well. Let's pivot one last time back to the training though, because you spoke of the nutrition side of what you adopted from the journey of
Training.
of your physique
Yeah.
development and the shows and all that. How did your training evolve through that?
Well, definitely in the early days of me starting competing, I always did like strength training. Obviously technique back then probably wasn't 100%. But I just was training more. I always thought more was better. So, and I never listened to my body. Like I would do exercises I wanted to do that I didn't necessarily recover well from. I would neglect working on any weaknesses and stuff like that, which is probably why I've been injured for 3 years. And then I got into strength training, and I, as you guys know, I very much trained like a powerlifter through my comps. So Joey trained me at some stage.
Yeah.
Also, Alberto Nunez was my coach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was my coach for the IFBB last comps.
Buzz loves him.
Buzz loves him, yeah. One of our other coaches absolutely loves him.
He's pretty funny. Yeah, so he coached me, and like my training always would like, I feel like I adopted strength training into my training philosophy, you would say, early on with my competing, and training doesn't really change much. This is what a lot of people get wrong with competing, especially in bikini. They think that your training has to change to higher reps and hypertrophy and everything, and it didn't really change much, but you just have to be making sure that you're really zoned in so that you can have good sessions when you're feeling like shit. And then like now my training has had to change a lot the last 3 years being injured. So I feel like my relationship with training is so good now. Like it's just, it's an addition into my lifestyle. It's like something that I enjoy doing, but some weeks I don't train because I've got a flare up with my abdominal injury, and like I'm not fussed about it. Just, it is what it is. Obviously I love glutes. So my training is my training is very glute dominant. So yeah, like I'm not as strong as I used to be, which is frustrating, but it's something I actually am totally content with now. Like I am where I am here, not where I was, and that took me some time to kind of accept, because I was going to do a powerlifting comp out of that last comp.
Oh,
because I was so strong. I was doing like 127.5 kilogram deadlifts for 6 reps. Like I was strong at like 50 kilos.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Decent weight.
Yeah.
What, squatting and benching, what were your numbers there?
My max squat was 115.
Yep. Nice.
And my max bench, this is like years and years ago when Joey had the NPES lab.
Oh, yeah.
52, and then I've downgraded on the bench since.
Yeah. Less upper body days.
I'm getting back into benching.
Yeah. What can you hip thrust?
Honestly, like with my injury, I can't go on too heavy with it. I mostly do constant tension reps.
Yes.
The
Kaz hip thrust.
Nah, it's not the Kaz, man.
No, it's not the Kaz hip thrust. They call it the Kaz glute bridge.
Glute bridge. I don't know.
Oh, is it? I got no idea. He blocked us.
I can't see his content.
We can't see it. He can't. Yeah. Blocked all of us.
Kaz.
We didn't even.
I feel like he has an issue with just anyone who knows. That I don't know.
No. Yeah, he's got the issue. Yeah.
No, but I have an issue with the name.
Yeah.
Because
how come?
Well, it's not a glute bridge, it's a hip thrust. So why are they trying to repopularize a name that has already been created?
Yeah.
Obviously, the Glute King. Brett Contraras is a great friend of mine and obviously a mentor. And he's been doing this exercise for years. But just because he has popularized the movement, they're going to want to try to repopularize it into their own name, my opinion. So Kaz glute bridge, in my opinion, is just an end range constant tension hip thrust done with nice control.
Have you been blocked by him yet?
No.
You'll get blocked up.
Yeah. And the thing is though, like when it comes to renaming exercises, like why are you trying to, like hip thrust is traditionally done when your shoulders are elevated on a bench.
Back's on something.
Yeah, glute bridge, as you guys know, on the ground. So we have our lunges. They're a staple movement, right? Heaps of different lunge variations you can do, but it's still a lunge.
It's still a lunge.
It's a reverse lunge, walking lunge, whatever. So hip thrust, it's a staple movement, heaps of different variations. Why is this one variation named differently?
Yeah. I didn't realize it was called he called it the glute bridge.
Kaz. Yeah.
I can't get the S or the Z right.
Anyways, but to be honest, it is what it is. Like no one really I don't know. I feel like why are you making such a big deal about the name?
Because
just do it well with great technique and move on.
But I think this is where
anyway,
strength training, and we talk about this a lot. the evolution of strength training, especially in the last like 10, 15, 20 years, hasn't really changed that much. No. Like, yeah, we've better understood things like nutrition strategies. Yep. We've better understood things like volume and like training fat. Like these things they've been tweaked and our understanding is better. But the crux of strength training hasn't changed.
And it shouldn't.
Exactly. And I don't think it will. So then you've got these principles that or these
strength and hypertrophy hasn't really changed. You've got and Luke Lehman spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when we had him on, the golden era of bodybuilding. He's like, there's people pulling exercises from the 70s and 80s that were done, and they're 30 years later renaming. He's like, no, they were doing that 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's just marketing.
Like there's nothing new. There's nothing exciting. Yeah. It's the concepts, the principles are still very much the same as what they were 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that's sort of where it gets to, and people are trying to make it
more complicated.
And people ask me, because obviously like majority of my following are it's over 80% women following, and all of them. Good
ratio.
And all of them, well, you'd hope so, because they're my people that are going to sign up to my program.
Our YouTube channel is 98% male.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wonder why.
There you go. But like obviously most of my following are also glute enthused like me, so a lot of them ask me, they're all confused, and I just say to them, like, I call it,
it's just a name,
constant tension hip thrust. Like, why is it such a big deal?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but he's blocked us, and
clout is the game.
Clout is the game.
Everyone's playing it, and he's just.
But the thing is, Brett's always going to be at the top.
Let's talk about Brett, because we go downstairs and it looks like it's sponsored by bloody Brett. There's hip thrust. There's like 5 hip thrusts of the pad thingies, like little teepee.
I have the entire BC strength range.
Yeah, you got all the little step pads that sort of stack on each other. The bar, you got the hip thrust bars.
Yeah.
You got it all.
Yeah.
How did you and Brett sort of clash and become? Yeah.
Well, I met him with you guys
at the UEBC.
And then I think from then, like, Brett gave me some like advice with my training going into the next comp. And I just kind of like kept him updated, and then also like obviously with my own glute progress, Brett kind of could see that I was giving him credit and that I was taking on all of his methods, and also when I would be posting educational videos, like giving him credit again and whatnot, even though he never coached me. But I just have taken...
so he's never... all right, cool.
Yeah, he's never coached me, but he's obviously given me advice. Like,
just mentored. And
I always say to him, he's like my unofficial mentor, which I'm so grateful for, because I've learned so much from him. And then we just became friends, and, we catch up. And then I actually had a FaceTime chat with him, and I was like, I need to talk to you. I need to ask you a question. And I was like, should I open up a gym? And he was like, you need to do it. Like, it's going to be like, do it. And then he helped me... like work out what to order and stuff like that. And then he obviously teed up the BC strength stuff to get sent over, and it was sent over in 10 days.
It's hard to get. It's difficult to get. We tried to get some stuff and we couldn't get it. Yeah, we didn't have the ins. You're the hooked up person. You are. You're the central web of everything we want.
Yeah. You are. I didn't know I was until now, but apparently so.
Yeah.
And much respect to Brett too, because can I just say, he's such a humble person. Like, I don't care what anyone says. And he gives so much to other people. Like, he really is a very generous person, and he gives so much in terms of time is what I'm saying.
Oh, really? Yeah, cool.
And like, he gave me heaps of advice over the years for, he wasn't asking for anything in return, and he's still training people in person in the gym.
Yeah, he's got his own. Is it in San Diego, I think?
He has Arizona, the Glute Labs in San Diego, and then he lives in Vegas, and he's got his Glute Lab Vegas, which is in his garage.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember I used to read a lot of, back when I was like heavily reading blogs and stuff. Yeah, Brett was one of the ones.
He's the OG.
Because he was like a PE teacher or something, or a math teacher. He
was a maths teacher.
Yeah, and then he like got into the PhD stuff, and then he just started writing content, and it was like interesting stuff. It was new at the time. It was new. Yeah. He actually found new content.
Well, he's like the creator of a lot of without him,
huge industry. He's absolutely
literally, and I think as well, like at the end of it, it's awesome because he's obviously promoted glute training for women, and it's a really empowering thing because women, we all want big glutes, which means we need to get strong and we need to do strength training.
Yeah, so progressive overload, all of those.
Really positively impacted not only, glute development, but a lot of women around the world. So many, it's like mindset and like, feelings towards himself and stuff like that because of strength training.
Yeah. If you had to give like some not entry level advice, but sort of like the most common advice that you get or pass on to women looking to develop areas of their body or their physique in some way, what are the common things that you see missed?
In terms of glute training?
In terms of just any training, just strength training in general, like stepping away from like the ones in my head is always like the high rep, like no weight,
okay.
like all that sort of stuff. Like,
well, so the basic kind of general advice I would give is, first of all, get good at the basics and prioritize your technique. A lot of people don't prioritize their technique, and if you have shit technique, you're not going to be able to apply progressive overload effectively and get stronger and build solid muscle and improve your physique. So also follow a program. Make sure you're following a structured program that's specific to your goals. A lot of girls, like what you said, the high rep thing, a lot of girls are doing all these HIIT workouts and they're like, why aren't I growing my glutes, Beth? And I'm like, because you're doing bloody HIIT workouts.
Yeah,
girls, stop doing box jumps, aren't going to grow your glutes.
What is it on the stepper where you step up and flick your leg back?
Oh my God, I'm so glad I actually never did that. Like,
you weren't?
I
No?
had my time on the stepper doing cardio for the preps, but I never did the
Actually,
kickback vibes.
we've gone through this in the past with the boys, but what's some like just random dumb shit you used to do or believe or eat, or like did you have things?
We did the chicken and broccoli vibes.
Yeah, everyone went through that phase, but did you have any like I have to do this exercise for?
Jamie and I went keto.
We went keto for a while.
Like schoolies. We got drunk for 7 days in a row. And
That's
then
a
we're
good
like,
one.
oh, we'll come back and we'll
Keto,
do
really?
keto.
And we'll do keto to reverse it and then get real lean.
Yeah.
And we did it for like 10 days.
And we're like, fuck this.
Fuck this.
No, I feel like I haven't. I feel like I'm quite grateful that I haven't done any.
Haven't been sucked into any.
Apart from, I mean, I did my whole year doing the chicken broccoli diet, so I feel like that was enough.
12 months of that.
Were you like, when you were doing chicken
know
and broccoli, was there periods where you were just like seething for like food, other food? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I just want to eat that. Or
Would you have cheat meals? Or like cheat days?
Honestly, I feel like I've just deleted that year out of my mind. I think occasionally we had a cheat meal. Great. It's a great mentality cheat meal, isn't it?
Yeah, the old cheat
cheese
meal.
and sardines?
Cheese and sardines.
Oh my God.
Wake up in a portal.
Yeah.
Brazilian. Woo. Absolutely crazy. What's next then? You've got the gym. The gym's starting to grow, or it's grown. But you were talking off air, like you're shifting some of your focuses, like your resources and stuff. What are the next sort of moves for you, your business, the brand, everything?
Well, I feel like I've had a lot of like I have like words that I kind of stick by in each year, and this year my word was evolve. So
Nice.
I'm trying to.
How's his clout?
I love that.
Yep.
I'm trying to evolve. I'm trying to evolve everything that I'm currently doing, but I feel like you guys would probably be able to give me some advice on this. But opening up the gym and managing more other PTs working for me and whatnot, and managing the classes, it's been quite challenging to actually learn how to be like a boss and learn how to. I mean, I'm a boss, but an actual boss.
Yeah. What have you got on the door?
To other people.
Oh, wait,
You're doing great, bitch.
over here. No, girl boss.
Girl boss,
Yeah.
daily reminders. So I feel like I'm now having to actually direct the business. So I'm shifting my energy into actually the growth of the business. Like I used to be known as BETH CLARE Fitness, and the last couple of years I've tried to shift the focus to the Glute Academy, so then I can grow the business, have other people work for me and not have them just wanting to work with me.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a massive.
Yeah, I'm working on, now that things are set up with the gym, that's just going to grow and like it'll grow and evolve over time. But I want to double down my focus on my online academy, which is my main focus. I'm working with
And that's like a membership app type thing. Yep.
That's a subscription-based program. I'm about to relaunch it to add nutrition into it. I never wanted to because I have strong ethics when it comes to nutrition and wanting to deliver that in like to kind of align with that. But I feel like I've got an approach that does do that now. So that's going to relaunch in July, and working with a business coach because I've realized that I've done really well to kind of wing it to be to where I am now.
Organically, yeah.
But if I want to actually grow and, you know, reach my true potential, which I feel like I haven't tapped into yet at all, then I need to get help from someone that's actually, you know, good at marketing and good at business. So get some proper direction to grow that, because I want that to be my main, like, Yeah.
That's the crux of the business.
Yeah.
Everything and everything comes off that.
Everything else is pretty even. Like across, I personally pocket more money online than doing the in-person.
Yeah.
But it's funny that, and you guys probably see it too, people were like, oh, they take me seriously now, I've got a gym.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Oh, I could tell you stories. I can tell you stories, like walking into places and then it happens a lot of it doesn't happen anymore, but like originally when we first started walking into powerlifting comps and people would just brush you away. And then someone would say something to them
what do you mean? Because you didn't have a gym back then?
No, because they didn't know who I was. But then someone would say, oh, that's the strength culture guy. Or the guys, if Charlie and I, and then all of a sudden they're sorry, like, nice to meet you.
Because they want to train at your gym.
Yeah, or they just want to, I was just sort of like, not social climbing, but it was just like you're nobody until like you've got like something like that, or people are aware of it or whatever. Like it's just a psychology type thing. I don't know, but it definitely does. It adds like a.
And I feel like people
I've got a space.
Yeah,
like
people are like, hey, let's catch up. I'm like, you just want to come and train in my gym.
It's actually definitely. But it's so funny. Like in the first 3 years of owning strength culture, I really burnt myself out.
Yeah.
From the start, it's always been like I was always more of the businessy sort of, and I've evolved into that, and I fucking love it now. But I burnt myself to the point where I actually saw the physical space as a burden on our business, and I was like, I would look at these online, I would look at online coaches and be like, they've got no expenses. These guys have got nothing. They don't have to fucking repair that machine over there. They don't have to. The members are complaining that there's not enough barbells. I've got to go and spend $5,000 on 3 more barbells or whatever it was. Yeah. I would see that it's a huge burden. And it wasn't until Kyle Trainer, Pivotal Conversations.
Oh, he's really cool.
He's amazing. I love that. He made me do this.
Obviously yours is number one.
Yeah, thank you. Number one in hearts and number one in the charts. But he made me do this little this sort of like thought process, this mental sort of activity where it's like, what are the best things about you and your business? Like, what are the assets that no one else has? And I just kept coming back to, we have the physical space. We need to leverage the space more to and then that's when it was like, better content. All right, we didn't make, and that's the evolution of our second facility. Is it just an extrapolation of that? Yeah. Where it's like, we need to leverage this physical space and use it to our advantage, which is cool because now you can do that with this space. Yeah. Seminars, get other, you can develop coaches under you that then can leverage into your online business or content
people don't understand,
or whatever.
Though. They're like, so you only do like 5 classes?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, when you said that, I think that's sick.
I did 3 for just the first bit, and then this year just added a few more.
Yeah, just run the whole gym off 7 hours a week. That's fucking crazy. Like it's cool. And again, it's just.
But they don't understand the vision that I had. That was. It is. Yeah. Yeah, and
that's why I really respect what you've done because you take the step and you don't do it the normal way. Like it's a slightly. Like, to do that, someone would open a gym and think the only way I can do this is if I've got 100 members in here paying this much money and I have to do it this way. But you're like, no, I can run my online stuff, run this sick membership thing and run all of that. Yeah. And I can leverage a physical space off 7 hours a week and do all your other stuff. Like, it's cool. It's just, I respect the fuck out of it.
That's important about having multiple streams because I feel like if you are, like what you said, if you've got to try to get, oh my God, I'm desperate, I need to get the numbers to pay the rent. And I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like you just burn yourself out and the business
scarcity mindset.
Yeah, so I feel like, I feel like my mind is clear because now it's like, I've
you got to get to that point. But
it took me longer than what I thought it would take to be able to actually have this place just self-running. Like I'm barely even here. Like I'm obviously coach the girls 2 sessions a week, which I'll probably slowly pull away from, but I'll still like say hello and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like if I was pressured to get numbers to like pay the rent and whatnot, then like other areas of business that could grow will then get affected and whatnot. So like it's, I've been able to juggle everything while still starting something else on the side. So I had the vision this is a side hustle. Yeah. The whole time.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. I have no idea.
No, but I think the leverage that you'll get from this will expand everything else. I'm confident in it. I really do.
Yeah, maybe I should get some advice off you.
I think
because I'm just figuring out.
It's cool. I really appreciate it. I as I said, I really respect everything that you're doing, and I
goes straight
observe
back to you guys.
and I look. Yeah, it's cool.
I feel like you guys are like, you guys have really think through things, and you've developed your business as well since I've known you guys, which is how many years have we?
I think it was 20. What was USBC? 2018.
2018.
Yeah,
so it would have been
quite
4
a few
years. 2 of them in lockdown.
And you guys have, been thrown through the Melbourne lockdowns, and that was inspiring to me. Like to even see, like, if you guys can do it, then I can do it. Like,
absolutely.
You had a vision, you went for it, you did it.
You had your dad on the FaceTime.
Dad.
I made my dad like a slave labourer. He was fucking working 12-hour days. I reckon, Mum reckons I took 5 years off his life.
Really?
But he does it himself. He wanted to do it.
See, Dad would have. My mum said, like, Dad could not sleep at night because they couldn't come because we were like 2.5 hours away, and they had the restrictions. Dad couldn't because he loves to help. So
absolutely, absolutely. And our parents, very fortunate to have the parents I've had throughout the whole process. It's been great. We're pretty much done though. We're nearly at the hour. The only last thing I'd say with the membership and whatever, how can people find it and all that? Obviously, the links will be in the bio, but where would you like people to?
Well, you can just follow me on the gram. So I've got BETH CLARE Fitness, and then for all coaching stuff, go to the Glute Academy HQ, and there's a link tree, and just go to that. Easy.
Are you on TikTok yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
I love TikTok.
Nice, yeah. Do you do all the trends, or do you just...
No. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I've had a few viral ones.
Crazy.
There was one that went off that was just me, like, on time-lapse hip thrusting.
It's crazy what goes off.
It was
Some
like
of them,
40K likes or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
It's weird. Some
and then you
things
put in so much effort, and then you're like, 2 likes. But yeah, it's BETH CLARE Fitness on TikTok if you want to follow me there.
Absolutely. Get on TikTok. It's the future.
That's why you're trying to recreate the spotting one. I don't know if we can.
I think, we just need to film everything we do. We need to turn into like a reality, like just film everything and just get the funny bits or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. That was a fantastic chat.
Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate
you coming on the show and having us. And it's good luck with everything.
Thank you. Right back at you.
Ciao.